Hello, this is Nikki from Nikki's Crafting Corner. Welcome to my channel. Today I want to make a little Christmas kind of daily journal. I just want to have something that I can play with a little bit, do some collage, some mindless crafting, just for relaxation, without any purpose at all. And I have these file dividers, a whole bunch of them. I got them, I think I got them in our local thrift store in church for kind of €1 for a whole pack. I have already used some of these, and I thought, as they have these hole punches already, I could use them with these rings, and they are golden, so I think these are really pretty for a Christmas journal. You just clip them open and I can remove pages and add pages or envelopes or anything I want to, and can play with this journal without any limits, I think. And I think for this journal it is easier for me to be able to put out my pages and collage and glue and add things, and then later on put them back into my journal, into these rings. Okay, so let's start. I want to cut these in half, and I want to cut these like this. I want to use the middle line here on my file folder divider as a guide to cut this in half, and then I have a kind of landscape format. So let's do this. Okay, and now this is what I've got. I have two pieces already, and as you can see, the holes match perfectly, and I just have to put my rings into these holes. So I will do this with all the others, and then I will be back. All right, I have cut all my pieces, and I think I have 34 pages here, but I just wanted to have some spare ones in case I don't like what I did, and then I can remove a page and I have enough to go on crafting. And I want to show you this piece. This is a little page that was on this file folder, and it says you should cut these registers from the bottom to the top, and then you can use them for a long time and reuse them. So I thought this was a very nice feature, and yeah, kind of ephemera piece. So I will leave this onto this page for now, and I think I will put it somewhere in the middle like this. And I just want to put my rings in the holes, and they match really perfectly, so I don't have to do a lot to bind my little journal. This was very quick and easy, and just like this, and I can put in another one like this. And I know when I'm using this journal, and I will add things and collage and so on, this will get bulky, and but I have some spare rings. These are really, really big, so if this builds up and I realize that I have to that my rings are too tiny, I can use these. I think I have a middle size ring somewhere, or some rings, but I just can't find them. So these have to do for now. And yeah, this little guy is ready to use, and I can start to do some collaging. So the first thing I want to do is I want to have a kind of cover. So I'm looking for a page that is not cut here, and take this out and use for the cover. And oh, this one's really hard to close. So here we go. So I will put my little journal away for a minute and concentrate on my cover. So let me put out some Christmas papers and ephemera, and then I will be back. Okay, but before I start, let me show you my supplies I want to use. So I've got my glue here, my glue stick and some school glue, my tools, scissors, ruler and my craft knife, and a dry wipe for the glue. And then I have been going through my scraps. So these are some scraps from last year. I really want to use up my scraps this year because I have so many. This is interesting. This is a library pocket with a library card. This is how they look in Germany, or some of them look like this. I have ripped it out of the back cover of a book they sold because they wanted to get rid of it in the library. And I have a lot of scraps, as you can see, from last year's projects. Very pretty papers and things. So these are perfect for backgrounds. And I have some book page pieces I want to use. And I have some Christmas die cuts I have made last year. These are mostly angels and Christmas trees, I think. And then I have put out my tin with Christmas washi tape. You can see some of them here. I hope this is not too shiny and you can see. So this is filled with just Christmas themed washi tape. And I have put the washi that is not too shiny, that is kind of papery, on top because I really love these. I don't love the plastic shiny ones, but perhaps I will use them, but I don't think so. And then I have this roll of washi stickers. These are all Christmas themed and I really think they are just cute and pretty. So they look like this. And I also got these tags last year. I don't know where they came from. Yeah, these are all Christmas themed and I really love them. And I want to use these throughout my little booklet and in my Christmas journal. I will make a Christmas journal again this year, and perhaps I will work in my Christmas journal from last year. I haven't done anything in it yet because of my knee surgery. I've got 2 knee replacements now. So yeah, my daughters call me the bionic woman. Yeah. And then I have a whole bag of scraps. These are scraps of all kinds. Sorry for the noise. Big ones, small ones, some Christmas ones from last year, as you can see here, and music, paper, all kinds of things. So I really want to use things from this bag, and I even found some books. I think these are from the 70s with Christmas songs, and yeah, perhaps I will use these in my small little journal too. I don't know yet. Okay, and I have more. Perhaps you do too. I have a whole drawer of Christmas scraps. Perhaps I could show this to you. I think this will not even fit in frame. So this is my drawer of Christmas scraps. I think you have one of these too. All kinds of things in here. Sorry for the noise. Book pages. This is a calendar page I really love. All kinds of things. Some printables. This is from a paper pad. All kinds of things. Wrapping paper and scraps from last year's projects. So these have to go this year and to be used. And I have a bunch of paper pads, Christmas and winter themed. I put out these that are not Christmas or winter themes because I love this one. This is kind of antique paper looking and very neutral, perfect for backgrounds. And this one I put out because of the kind of letter design they have, really pretty, and these are some other colors than brown or green. Yeah, very pretty. And as I said, a lot of Christmas themed paper pads. Some I haven't even used yet. This is embossed paper, Christmas themed. Yeah, all kinds of things. Shiny ones, perfect for backgrounds. And this I really love. I have bought this last year or the year before, and I haven't even used anything from the inside, but one little thing I have cut out from the front, and there are a lot of sweet little die cuts in there to rip out. This is winter themed, not Christmas themed. Very pretty images. Yeah, I really want to use some of these in my collage. So, but before I go into these paper pads, I really want to use up my scraps. Okay, and then I have something very, very special and dear to me. This is my special tin, and in there is my little treasure. I have to tell you the story behind it. I have collected die cuts. Some of you say these are called German scraps. These are paper die cuts. We say Oblaten. And as a child, I have collected them and put them into an album. And on the playground and in school, in elementary school, 1st and 2nd grade, we swapped them. And they were very expensive then. But nowadays you can even go to Amazon and buy these. So let me show you my tin of treasures. These are some of the die cuts I bought last year in some of our dollar shops. Very pretty Christmas images. I hope this is not too shiny and you can see. Yeah, very pretty. And these are mostly some I have collected over the years, and some of them are 50 years old. So now you know how old I am, how old I must be. Yeah, I have put all the Christmas themed Oblaten on the top. So these are very old, sweet little angels. Some have glitter on them. One of these was worth 2 without glitter, so you know how to swap them. Okay, I hope you can see some are in the original plastic bag. Yeah, these are very old, sweet little guy with an apple tree. This is from Hansel and Gretel. This angel is really old. This must be 50 years old. Yeah, very sweet. pictures, images. I love dwarfs and little gnomes. Yeah, very pretty flowers. A sweet little cat. This is really old. I think this must be 70 years old at least. So yeah, and again, Christmas themed things I haven't even put out of their wrapping paper. Really cute images. This I found in a thrift store. Very old images as well. Flowers and children and animals. Lots of things. Yeah, so this tin is full with all these oblaten with all kinds of themes. I really love these birds. Yeah, so I want to use my Christmas themed oblaten because I don't do anything else with them nowadays. And here I have some special ones. These are Beatrice Potter oblaten, and they were very expensive then. And I think I bought them in the 90s in a bookstore. Yeah, very pretty. Really love them. They could go into my journal as well. So, yeah, this is my treasure. And I want to put it to good use. So perhaps you will see some gnomes and angels and centers in my journal in the future. Okay, let's put all the things back. And to start with my cover, I want to choose one of these images. So let me take out this whole piece. They look like this, and then you just cut apart these connectors. So let's see. Oh, I'm sorry for shaking you up. I really love this angel. This is kind of weird without the legs. Oh, this is sweet too. I just want to have a focal point for my journal. This one or this one. I'm drawn to these two. Let's cut out and see what they look like separately on the cover. So you just snip these connectors, and then you have your die cut. This is kind of small and plain, but I really love the image. And yeah, this surely is a focal point. I think I will use this one. This one reminds me of Santa Lucia with the candle and the crown, the Swedish figure. They celebrate Santa Lucia sometime at the beginning of December. I don't know if it's the 13th or something like that. I don't know. So I want to distress the edges and the really stark white things, and then I will be back. I'm not always distressing my pieces, but I think in this case it really matches the theme. And yeah, I think that's pretty. So let's do this, and I don't mind if some pieces hang over. That's okay for me. I think I want to start to glue down some things. I don't want to put glue right to the edge because Perhaps I want to put some pieces underneath in my process of layering. Oh, this was upside down, so perhaps this can go up there. Oh, I like this one. These are fancy notes and keys. Let's see. I just want to have a kind of neutral background, so I will go with the side that doesn't have too many notes on it. So yeah, I like that. What else do I have? I have this piece of paper from a notepad, from a paper pad, and then I have these. This was a freebie. I don't know where this came from. Oh yeah, I like that. Yeah. So now you see why I don't want to glue right to the edge, but this time I can put glue at the top edge for sure, because I know I don't want to put anything under this piece. Okay, yeah, I like that. And this can go here. Yeah, that's pretty. Oh, I haven't even put out some stamps. I will use some stamps for sure. I think I have some Christmas stamp images somewhere, but I don't know where they could be. So perhaps I will put these down later. Okay, let's see, what else do I have? I have this kind of plaid thing. This is too dark, I think. What about this? Really stark white. I'm just going through my scraps here. These are kind of neutral and fun. Oh yeah, this is a really pretty one. This will go there for sure. This is from a very old book. This book is over 100 years old, but I don't know exactly how old. I think from the 1920s or 1906 or something. Very old. I like this. And this is another piece of dictionary. Yeah, that's pretty. So I can get rid of my straight edge from the sleigh ed. Yeah, I that. And I don't mind if I'm covering up some things. This can go down. I think this piece can go down as well. Okay, so now we have this. Yeah, that's pretty, and it matches with this piece. But I don't think I want all of this. Yeah, I like that. And now we have this little piece left. So let's see, what else do I have? I think I need something kind of plain. Oh, I have this really small piece. Oh yeah, that's cute. This is rag paper from another very old book. I love to collect German books with this gorgeous Gothic looking font, and most of them I can find in one of our free libraries in my hometown. I'm living in Germany, and yeah, we have these old telephone booths or boxes, and they have put some free libraries inside, so you can lend some books or you can take out some if you like. And I really love to collect. Let me show you some. These really old books no one wants to have anymore, so sorry for roaming around. So let me show something. Yeah, these are really old, and this is so gorgeous. I love this. Let me show you how old this is. 1925, the copyright, and this is printed in 1931, but it has a really pretty font. And yeah, this is a dictionary. This is what I have used in my collage, and I think this doesn't have a date. Oh yeah, 1904. So this even has the stamps of the owner in it. Yeah, as you can see, really old and moldy, but the pages are good, and they are kind of sturdy, very thick paper, and I love the cover. I will use the cover one day and save the spine for something, perhaps for a bookmark. And then I have this one. This is falling apart already. This is a very old school book. This is called Plötz. This is for history students. They use this in modern editions, still in university, and this is from 1920. The modern Plötz is much bigger nowadays, as you can tell. Yeah, a lot of things have happened since the 1920s. And this has a really fun feature too, because the signatures are stapled in, and I saved these rusty staples, so I can use these in my projects. I haven't done it yet, but I will for sure in the future. So yeah, very pretty. And I can show you another one. This is the rag paper I have told you about, and yeah, really gorgeous font. And let me see if I can find a year. This must be from the 1930s. So Fritz Reuter is a very famous German author. He was a pastor. Yeah, very, very pretty and gorgeous pages. These are my treasures, and I love to swap them with people who like them. Okay, so yeah, so let me know if you want to swap. Okay, let's see how my angel fits in here. I think I need more to make this more neutral. I have some brown paper here, and I could put her onto this, or partly. Oh yeah, I think I will do that. So let's kind of ground her to the page. Yeah, I really love that. And I think I want to have a label that says Christmas 2025 or something like that. Oh, I think she even fits better over here. Yeah, so let me glue this down, and then I want to go on a hunt for a label. So I'm very cautiously gluing, because these things are kind of fragile sometimes because of all the little things that make the shape of them. Okay, I think, yeah, like that. And she even has some glitter on it. Very pretty. Shiny lady. Okay. For the label, what do I want to do? This is a cut-off from a book page. This is kind of neutral, and I could write on it. But what about one of these tags? Oh, I think what I want to do is I want to have this as a tag, and I think I want to have a bread holding it in place. So let me see how far I can go in with my pliers. Not very far, kind of like this, but it's okay for me. And I think I want to have another piece that is a little bit bigger underneath this one. So I will go through my cardstock scraps. I will have a look, and then I will be back. Yeah, this were literally 2 seconds, and I found this piece, and I think this matches my angel colors very well, and so I want to cut out a tag shape from this. Let's see how wide this should be. I want it a slightly bit wider than my brown tag, like this, and these lines help me to cut straight for sure. Okay, yeah, and then I want to cut this into a tag shape, and I'm making my life easy and do it like this. Oh yeah, pretty. Let's find the middle, kind of. And I want to distress this piece. to have some ink like this, so this is not too white looking. And now I can start to layer my pieces. Yeah, I'm really happy. Where's my hole? There it is. Yeah, very pretty. So let's get a bread. I've got this bag of sweet little breads. Yeah, I like that. So now I just have to write down, or I even can write down the date, the year. I don't necessarily have to write down Christmas, or I could write down Advent, because I will use this in December, the whole December, the whole Christmas time, not on Christmas. Yeah, I think I will just write that down. I want to use a black pen, so let's see. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, let me try to write fancy. Oh, sorry if my head is on the way, in the way. Okay. I was too shy and didn't give it enough pressure. So I have to retrace my letters, but that's okay. Yeah, that's really pretty. And I want to make my bread removable, so I don't want to add a cover on the back side. So I could later on, if I want to, put out these tags and write something on the back side. So let's put these in. And here we go. Yeah, I love that. That's a pretty cover. And as I said, perhaps I want to add more. I think for sure I want to add some stamps later on and things that come my way. And yeah, so I'm free to do that. So let's put the cover back into the journal. Okay, so I really like that I can put out the pages, work with them, and then put them back into my little booklet here. That's a really, really practical way to work with a journal. I have to re-glue this. Yeah, I'm happy. My cover's done, kind of neutral, not too busy, and yeah, I really love that. And for sure I will add more. I'm already thinking of fabric and laces and all the fancy stuff, but for now this will be finished, and I'm happy with it. So I see you when I'm working on my pages. Bye.